Hello there, and welcome to the second episode of LittleBigShow. I've got another lineup of great levels to show you that are all well worth a play next time you're online in a Little Big Planet, so let's get to it. First up is croissantbuncake's Realm of the Wolflord. This level is commendable in so many ways that it's impossible to cover everything without going over time, but upon entering the level you will immediately be immersed in a spectacular environment of snow and ice. It's almost frightening just how beautiful and varied this level is, even though the author has used almost nothing but rock, snow and water to create these visuals. It is one of the best looking levels I've seen in quite a while. In terms of gameplay, the level is just as fantastic, sporting a wide array of platforming sections for your Sackboy to traverse. Even though Sackboy is immune to the cold, you will have to watch out for deathly falls, drowning in the icy depths, as well as the odd electric icicle, but even with these dangers, it's generally not too difficult a level. Pathfinding can be a bit tricky, as you'll have to go left, right, up and down to get to the end, but for me, the non-linear structure is a welcome change from your typical left-to-right platformer. This is a level any adventurous player should check out. Next up is Please Do Not Play Your Heart by Blastroid, and even though this level's clocked up a fair 15,000 plays, it's a comedic level, making light the exasperation that is Play for Play and Half a Heart. Even though the level was released only days after the game itself was, it's still funny, relevant, and definitely worth a playthrough. The level is short, but with a simple premise. Essentially, the level does not want to be played, and will express its displeasure regarding your presence by telling you not to do what it is you must do to advance through the stage, through simplistic yet thoroughly amusing implementation of reverse psychology. The visual presentation is not exactly complex, but as the level is hypothetically not worth playing, it just adds to the ridicule of the system in its own way. I haven't had a level make me laugh like this in quite a while, so anyone up for a chuckle should be up for this level. Time for this episode's review. Up for inspection is The Crazy Platformer by BludgaBoy1234. At first glance, this seems like a run-of-the-mill platformer that doesn't boast any individuality or proficiency. Although it's rather simple, this level does bring some new ideas to the table, and that's why I picked it to be reviewed. Just like most platformers of this style, there is no background story or anything of the sort to be found, but rather just an array of seemingly straightforward challenges to pass through. The challenges vary in terms of difficulty and originality as you progress through the stage, and it's the odd ones that will stand out, even if they do take a bit of time to complete. Most of these new sections are quite fun, but some could have been designed better. For instance, there is one section that requires you to move platforms across fire so that you can get to the other side. It's easily one of the best challenges in the level, but it takes forever to complete as it's too easy to die, and it's too large a gap to cover in a reasonable amount of time. With a bit of tweaking, these sections could become far less frustrating. The visual presentation is very simple. It's a style we've all seen before, but it maintains consistency until the end, where it does get a little bit lopsided in terms of quality. However, the author has made it clear that the focus is not on looks but on gameplay, so to expect artistic wonderment is just setting the bar a little too high. That's not to say the level couldn't look better, as some parts were a bit untidy and unpolished, but overall it has a consistent and vibrant atmosphere. As for the fun factor of the level, the platforming is enjoyable for the most part. As I said before, one challenge is far too long and this does detract from the fun a little bit, but the innovation largely pays off and provides for an exciting ride. Although there are a few shortcomings in terms of presentation and gameplay, this level is still worth a playthrough. Its simplistic nature and innovative platforming make for an enjoyable level that will test your skill and patience. I give this level 3.75 out of 5 stars. And thus ends another episode of Little Big Show. If you have a level that you'd like me to check out, click anywhere in the video to find out how you can tell me. Kudos for watching, and I'll see you next time.